This video is going to show you how to get to Pulkovo Airport in St. Petersburg, Russia, as well as take a look around the outside and the inside of the airport to get an idea of what it looks like. Let's start off with a look at where the airport is in relation to the St. Petersburg city center at Nevsky Prospect Metro Station. The airport is about 21 kilometers or 12.6 miles south from the Nevsky Prospect Metro Station. Now, looking at the metro map, we see that from the Nevsky Prospect Station on the M2 line, the blue line, you can take the metro to Moskovskaja station, and then from there you get out to the street level and switch to the number 39 bus, which goes to the airport. I believe there's two buses, a 39 and a 39 Express, which both go to the airport. This is what the area looks like when you get off the metro at Moskovskaja station. Straight ahead is where you would exit from the metro, and from where I'm filming, you would go left to the street where you see that bus standing there, and the 39 bus station is about halfway down the block. There's a bunch of buses stopping there on that block. And here is the spot where all the bus stops are, over here on this street, and our 39 bus is coming up, and it does say on the bus that it's going to the airport, and if you're confused, follow the people with the luggage or ask somebody. You will find somebody who speaks English. Here we are arriving at the airport. It's a short ride. I think it was about 20 minutes or so. And so let's get a quick look at the outside of the airport and then head inside. So we're going to head inside and see what the inside looks like. And just to let you know that this trip is probably the cheapest airport ride that I know of, because the St. Petersburg Metro cost at the time, I think it was 45 rubles. I think it still is. And I believe the bus is the same price as well, 45 rubles. So about 90 rubles or about $1.50 US dollars. So that's really cheap, even though car sharing is cheap in St. Petersburg. It's not going to be anything close to $1.50. So keep that in mind. If you're coming by yourself, definitely take the metro and the bus. It's cheap and very convenient. This is Terminal 1, and it's the only terminal in this airport. There used to be two smaller terminals, but Terminal 1 replaced them when it was built in 2014. So all the operations were consolidated into this one terminal, Terminal 1. What I like about this airport is it's pretty unique. I would say, looking at the ceiling, it has these weird kind of angles, and it's kind of reminiscent of the angles on some kind of stealth fighter jet. It seems like, I don't know if that's the look they were going for. And also hanging in the airport are these really cool sculptures by Dmitry Shorin, and they're called I Believe in Angels. And they are glass fiber figures of angels with airplane wings and jet engines. So it's a really cool look. I've never seen anything like that before, and it seems like it's kind of looks like a throwback to the early jet age, I would say. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be, but it's really cool to see. So this is an interesting airport and very modern, and we'll see at the duty-free shop and the other shops in here, you'll see it's just like any other airport that you'll visit anywhere in the world, really. For some history about this airport, it was completed in 1932, And if you're wondering why the abbreviation for this airport named Pulkovo is LED, it's because St. Petersburg used to be named Leningrad, and so the LED is short for Leningrad, and Leningrad was the name of St. Petersburg between 1924 and 1991. And during World War II, this area was very important because if you've heard of the siege of Leningrad, it was the siege of what is now St. Petersburg, and the Germans were in the Pulkovo Hills, and this airport was the front lines between the Germans and the Russians during the siege of Leningrad. So between 1941 and 1944, there were no flights at this airport, and the Germans were using the local hills around here for their long-range artillery for daily bombardments of Leningrad, where they basically starved the city, and I think something like 1 million people starved to death in St. Petersburg. The airport was eventually cleared of the Germans in 1944, and after the runways and everything were repaired, flights resumed in 1945. And coming up is this RT, or Russia Today lounge over here, where you could charge your phone and watch the news. Russia Today is a TV station funded by the Russian government, and they broadcast in multiple languages, including English in the US, and of course they've been accused of all kinds of meddling or whatever. So if you think the Russians don't have a sense of humor, watch this display that they're running in this lounge. I thought it was hilarious. Check it out. A little more info about Pulkovo Airport. Obviously, I showed you how to get from St. Petersburg City Center here. The reverse route applies to get from the airport back to the city center. Just take the bus 39 and get off at Moskovskaja and take the M2 up to Nevsky Prospect Station. And as for the airport, it's not a small airport, something like 18 million passengers in 2018. And of course, it has a lot of domestic routes and routes in former CIS, not former, but current CIS countries like Belarus, Uzbekistan, Moldova, Kazakhstan, but it also has other non-CIS countries, direct flights to a bunch of different countries, starting from the most passengers is Antalya, Turkey, Frankfurt, Germany, Larnaca, Cyprus, Paris, France, Munich, Germany, Dubai, UAE, Barcelona, Spain, Amsterdam, Netherlands, Prague, Czech Republic, and Riga, Latvia. So that's a look at the Pulkovo Airport in St. Petersburg, Russia. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.